Yo, what up? Just John by. I was just making a video on man, some shit I done seen on TV, man. I know, man. I gotta leave that shit alone. You know what I mean? If my enemies love their kids, man, you know what I mean. And that's saying to me. I know Pac said it, but it's like it's how I feel that the government looks at the sublets or the subordinates or whatever like that. You know what I mean? Where the government don't attack people. The government attacks the children. They attack the Social Security for the children. They attack the Medicare for the children. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily about you right now. It's about your kids. You know what I mean? It's about your kids' future. And I think most people don't understand that it's parents out here fighting for their children, not for themselves. So a lot of things that you hear on the radio or whatever like that might appear selfish, or might appear all these motherfuckers lazy and whatever that we don't need health care, we don't need Social Security, we don't need none of that shit. It's not for us. It's not for my generation. It's for the generation that comes after me. You know what I mean? And corporate manipulation. You know what I mean? Have you seen this shit on TV? Have you seen this shit on TV? I saw some shit on TV where they got the glitter tattoos. You know what I mean? Where you slap the tattoos on and you make all type of pattern designs and butterflies, shit like that. It's right here. I think people get tattoos as an expression of their mind or their body or whatever like that. But in Christian religion, you're not supposed to decorate. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to honor the mind in the temple or whatever like that. And for some odd reason, when I date a chick and she all covered in tattoos, I don't feel the same about her. It's all about imagery. The world cares about imagery. This is why you never see a motherfucker being a CEO of a company. A motherfucker got lip ring, a tongue ring, and eyebrow piercings and tats all up and down the neck and got the sleeve thing. They ain't the CEO of shit. They ain't the CEO of Coke. None of that. They ain't the CEO of Walmart, Pepsi, none of that. The billionaires of the world, they tat free. It's all about imagery. People won't even hire you. You think a motherfucker gonna hire you if you come into a job interview with pink hair and tats all over your face smelling like weed? But yet and still, here we are, you know what I'm saying? We on TV, we promoting this shit. We listening to people promoting this shit. You got Miley Cyrus promoting this shit. You got Nicki Minaj promoting this shit. Wayne promoting this shit. Wiz promoting this shit. Snoop, but they already rich. That's why I keep telling motherfuckers, they ain't got to work. They ain't got to punch no clock. They ain't got to put in no 9 to 5, nothing. They rich already. They can do that shit because they rich already. They ain't got to worry about no bills, getting evicted, none of that shit. You ain't them, motherfucker. Telling some, yeah, Cat Williams is right. If you ain't smoking weed, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Motherfucker, Cat Williams is rich. You know what I mean? They got the tattoo shit. You know what I mean? If you remember, think back to your childhood. Remember they had the Big League chewing gum? It was sliced up in the little bag and shit like that. Kind of looked like that dip shit that the country folks be chewing on. That shit you just, you put in your, the tobacco shit. They had bubble gum like that. Remember candy cigarettes? Remember that shit? Remember you used to take the candy cigarettes and blow on it? That the sugar come out? Remember that shit? Remember the bubble gum cigars? Remember that shit? Why you even think they got root beer out? It's all to get in your mind. It's all to get in your mind so you graduate from the candy to the real shit. And cigarettes so deadly, it kills motherfuckers that don't smoke it. Ain't that a bitch? You know what I mean? And I wish people would just wake up and see this shit. And see this shit. And see, the subliminal messages in SpongeBob and the cartoons. And I was looking at something where they said that some movies promote homosexuality. You know what I mean? If you want to be gay, do you. But don't sit up there and convince the whole fucking world that they should be like you. You know what I mean? You sound like one of them motherfucking the white supremacists that believe, if you don't look like them or talk like them or walk like them, that you wicked. Or when you watch TV, oh, look at Jessica. She's so fine. She has long blonde hair. She has blue eyes. Oh, so what? The black man's already canceled out right there. When their idea of beauty is blonde hair and blue eyes. You hear it all the time on TV. If my enemies love their kids. I wish I go to work and motherfuckers, and I keep saying this shit. I keep saying this shit. I don't watch fucking sports. I think it's a waste of motherfucking time. I think it's a goddamn shame. Motherfuckers know how many points Kobe scoring, but don't know when Martin Luther King died. Never even heard the I Have a Dream speech. Can't even name 8 presidents of the United States. Can't do none of that. You know what I mean? I think it's a goddamn shame. You know the whole Dallas Cowboy lineup, but you don't know that. You don't know the Malcolm X "nigga scared to bleed" speech, which he done said like 60 years ago. The black man is afraid to bleed. Google that shit if you don't believe me. That you don't even know. You don't know the Willie Lynch theory. You don't know nothing about that. You don't know about these rich motherfuckers plotting against you. You know more about Kobe than you do about your own wife and your own kids. So you outside every Saturday playing imaginary NBA All-Stars and shit like that. Oh man, you know, I got game and all that. Who gives a fuck? That's why I don't watch sports. At the end of the day, who gives a fuck? When you die, when you kick the bucket, what you got to show for yourself? What, that you sitting on the couch every Saturday for 8 hours watching another motherfucker make money? Watching another motherfucker stay in shape? Watching another motherfucker get all the bitches? And then you call that being a man? I'm at work talking to these motherfuckers, and you know, just people concept of what it is, of what really is going on. You know, the manipulation of your children, the manipulation of yourself. That everybody's telling you how to be a man but your heart, but your own self. That you got women, they tell you that it's being a man by doing whatever the fuck they say. You know what I mean? A real man push the cart. A real man bring in the groceries. A real man ain't afraid to clean. A real man ain't. You got all these fucking women out here telling you how to be a man and shit like that. You know what I mean? If my enemies love their kids, and here you are, you gonna push this shit off on your son. I'm talking to this one chick, and she's sitting up there talking about something. Well, it is true. Women is smarter and mature faster than men. That is bullshit. I'm telling you again, if you watch my previous videos, you know how I feel about that. It's bullshit. Because of how we taught when we're kids, and we putting this shit down to our children, that, okay, you got a 4-year-old boy and a 4-year-old girl. What you do for the 4-year-old boy? You go give him a bat. You go tell him to play NBA All-Stars outside. So he at the basketball court, he at the bat, you know what I'm saying? He destructive. What the little girl do? She got her doll, she got an easy bake oven, she got a journal, she got her bed nice and clean and made up because she's taught to be that way. But the little boy's taught to be destructive. So while she's learning how to be responsible at the age of 4, this little boy over here is learning how to be destructive. Careless. But it's all right here. See, we taught that, and we think that's what a man's about. That's what it's about, being a man. That's what little boys do. That's what we tell ourselves, and it's bullshit. Give your son a journal. You know what my dad used to do? I swear to God, I had every fucking Dr. Seuss book known to man when I was 4 to 8. Whenever I remember we used to read and write, whatever word I got wrong, I had to write that shit 100 times. But I'm dealing with these chicks with kids, and they spoiling they son rotten, and they up to time, ain't no good men out today. You know why there ain't no good men out here today? Because of women, not because of men. If 70% of black men don't grow up with their fathers, and 70% of black men grow up to be bitch ass niggas, it's because 70% of black women ain't shit. That's it. They getting raised by their mother. They ain't getting raised by their father. I'm the mother and the daddy. How many times you heard that? I'm the mama and the daddy. Don't even want a man around. And when a man comes around and he bees a man and he puts his foot down, she challenges him on every step of the way. Mom, I want ice cream. Don't give that boy no ice cream. Why can't my son have no ice cream? See, that's your problem. You think because of you, that's your problem. What? Discipline. This motherfucker ain't even finished his goddamn dinner, and he want to skip dinner and go to ice cream, and you fighting with me, the man of the house, over what this little boy can have? You know what I mean? If my enemies love their kids, and it's all a plot, it's separate, divide, and conquer. We that really lynch, and you tell me if today's society ain't abiding by it. Go Google Willie Lynch and tell me mother versus daughter, sister against brother, dark versus light. You tell me that ain't going on today in 2012. Got motherfuckers on Ed Shows Radio talking some racism dead. We got a black president. Man, Barack Obama's got the most death threats in the history of presidency. They trying to get this motherfucker out the office. They wouldn't pass no bills because he's black. He's half black at that. Imagine if they had a motherfucker like me in office. I'd have been shot already. Fuck that. They have to talk some, man, you guys step into the new millennium, dude. Step into the new millennium. Ain't no racism. There is no color. There's only one race. The human race. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. As long as the white man feels threatened by the black man, that our genes will overpower his genes. Since if a black man has sex with a white woman, that child is black. If a white man has sex, if a black man has sex with a white woman, that child is black. Fuck all that mulatto shit. No, that child is of African American ancestry. Fuck that. They don't even acknowledge the white ancestry simply because of the white blood, and this goes back to back when they was having incest. Queen Elizabeth is an incest baby. This back when they was having incest, talking some their blood is pure. Their blood got to remain pure. If it's tainted by anything else, then it's not pure. So you're not considered white. White is pure. That's why your ass black. If my enemies love their kids, I wish everybody just wake up and see this shit. Don't give your girl no booty pop. Ever since Nicki Minaj came out with this big ass shit, now they got little girls wearing booty pop. Little 14-year-old girls trying to have their ass stick out. For fucking what?